Here we go. On this computer. Okay. So this is messy, but he will cut and make sure.
Right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's always so
Okay.
cool that
Yeah.
you had some time to talk to us. First off, in the Angry Nerds podcast, there's always the question, who are you and what do you do in IT?
My name is Thomas, and I'm a programmer. Do Python programming and project engineering, system engineering.
Very good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Where are we now?
At BornHack in Denmark, on the middle part of Denmark, called Funen, an island, on scout terrain with a bunch of tents.
Yeah.
And how many people are here?
400 probably
Cool.
ish. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What are the best lessons you learned here from BornHack? What we can use for why?
Our camp next year.
Our big camp. Nancy is the
Yeah. But the biggest problem we had was something with the venue and a double booking, and I know you know about that.
Oh yes,
So
we do.
that's not a lesson you need to learn again, but
Yeah.
but we learned that this year. So yeah.
Okay.
And what makes BornHack? What's the coolest part about this event?
Ooh. I don't know. It's longer than the others.
Yeah.
Longer than
Yeah.
others. Yes, it is.
I don't understand why you would drag all your shit to another country and put up a huge village and work for 2 days to put it up and then take it down like 1 or 2 days later. So that's one of the reasons we started BornHack, was that we really loved the Dutch and German events, but they were just too short. So we decided to make one that were, and too rare, because every 4 years is just not enough. So we decided to make one that's a full week and annually.
Every week.
Yeah.
Every year.
I wish,
mean,
but
every year.
yeah, every year.
Are you sure?
Well, no, not really. But I guess you will get
Very good. And what's your favorite memory about, because how many years have you been organizing?
This is the 9th. Next year will be the 10-year anniversary.
And that's also your 10th
Yes,
year?
yeah, I started it with a couple of the others. So
My goodness.
yeah, so we've in 2016 was the first, and it was on the eastern part of Denmark called Bornholm, the little island south of Sweden.
Yep.
For the first 3 years, because we had access to a venue with some fiber and through a place where I was working. But after a few years, it just got too difficult with the logistics, because it's on a tiny island. You have to take a ferry for 6 hours, and it's just a lot of the logistics suddenly was centered around that it's on an island. Everything costs twice as much because they know it's cheaper to pay twice as much and not pay transportation from main Denmark. So yeah, so we moved it in 2019 to here, where we're pretty central in Denmark, and you can drive here without a boat. And so the last 5 years, it's been here 6 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
It's nice here.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It's
It's
a lovely
amazing.
place. Yes, very nice. Lots of forest and some clearings for tents. But the scouts have basically the same needs as us. They need a nice area with plain, flat places to build their stuff, and lots of nature around. So it was also a scout terrain on Bornholm.
Cool.
Apart from them not using power and network the way we do.
How much power do we use here?
I have actually no idea.
Okay.
This much.
Perfect.
No, we constantly have problems with like voltage drops when because of long copper stretches and stuff. But it's I couldn't put numbers on it. I wouldn't know. But we're working on maybe making some more permanent, because we might be here for some more years. So we might chip in for some better power infrastructure on the permanent infrastructure in the venue. So we spend less time renting cables and pulling them, and to spend the money digging in the new proper feed. So let's see if that happens. It's been a dream for some years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the coolest memory that you have in 9 years organizing this event? Is there, or at least one highlight or something that you think, oh, that's worth mentioning, or that is cool?
Did have given me a warning, I would have thought long and hard about this. I just had to pick one thing out. There's been amazing like talks and workshops and amazing social thing, like sessions in the bar or at a fireplace, or where you connect with people, not necessarily over something technical or some computer thing, but just being together and
Human
existing in the
connections.
world. Yes, exactly. Making the networking, not
making a
the IP type,
community.
but the human type.
The
of
human
networking.
type of
Yeah.
networking.
Yeah, that's always been why I've been at these events. I rarely go to talks at events because I prefer watching the recordings at home when I'm clear-headed and then
Yeah,
have slept.
have the ability to
and
take
there's
in the
not-
information.
There's not 200 people around me and a lot of things happening, and I can watch the talks at home, but I can't talk to people at home the same way that I can here.
Yeah.
So I'd much rather prioritize my time talking to people and being with people than watching talks, because fortunately we record them, almost all of them, so I can just catch up. I wouldn't have time here anyway, but also on the other camps I rarely go to talks because it's just I'm absolutely here for the social part of it.
For the connections with other people.
Yeah.
Very
It's
cool.
very different. Some people are in the speakers tent from 10 to 20 or whatever the program is, like are not missing a single thing, and I'm the other, completely the opposite.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So maybe to wrap this up, if that's okay with you, Erik.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to have new people next year or more people next
No,
year.
absolutely.
I don't know if there's ambitions to grow, but
We're not good at advertising, but we absolutely want.
that's why
want
we're
more
helping
people
out,
to- yeah,
hopefully.
perfect.
More Dutchies.
Yeah.
Probably. But what's if someone is wondering, okay, should I go next year to BornHack? What would you say to them? What would you tell them?
I would say yes.
I would say
You
yes.
should go to BornHack, of course.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a lovely event. People here are
Is it
nice
okay to
and,
have more Dutchies? Because
yeah,
sometimes it
I've
feels
always,
like we took over the place.
yeah, but I've always felt like Danes and Dutchies get along very well. There's a
True.
lot of similarities in culture and temper and humor and so on.
What-
So
What I also and Dutch are a little bit on that side. What the costs are of a camp, and sometimes they rise very high. But here at BornHack, you only pay 180 euros for a whole week, and that's very nice.
Yeah.
You need to pay in Dutch kronen, but in Danish krones. But when you calculate it in euros, it's about
180 euros for a
Yeah.
full week.
Yeah.
for a full
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
So Erik and myself say you should come to
You should come.
BornHack next year.
BornHack.
Absolutely.
Good.
absolutely.
Maybe thank you for this interview.
No
Tusen
problem
tak
at
voor
all.
die kom.
Yeah.
I practiced.
Very nice. Very nice.
I practiced.
And
Thank you so much.
what we always do at the end of the
Podcast.
podcast
Mhm.
is we have a beer tip, and it don't have to be beer,
Oh, good,
but
because I
if
don't
you
drink.
have something that we what
Should
you
try out.
enjoy,
Yeah.
what we should try out on drinks.
Yeah.
What is the drink of BornHack? What we should try?
One of our signature drinks are these purple ones. It's not really purple, but it's called purple because because the can is purple. It comes from. It's a cider mixed with the various amounts of vodka. It's called a purple breeze,
Purple.
a purple storm, a purple hurricane, and a purple tsunami in increasing strength. Depending on your temper and how annihilated you want to be.
Well, my co-chair of
and,
IFCOT's also her favorite color is purple, so I guess we have to.
fantastic.
We
Absolutely have to try that.
Crystal, we have to check out the.
Yeah.
So
Very nice.
Nice.
Thomas, thank you so much.
So, thank you for
I
having
will
me.
show you the end results.
nice.
And to the angry nerds at home, please come to BornHack next year.
Absolutely.
Good,
We'd
thank
love to
you.
have you.
Oh.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Stop recording.